what's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? It's been a while. Where? Trying to find a better angle. Hello. I love talking into my mic like this with my insert adjective voice. It it feels this is so unnecessary, right? But also it feels so good to have this so that it's like a mini recording booth instead of having an actual booth around here. It's just all the sound is just blocked out, and when I speak straight into this mic, it's a good feeling. I think that's what I do in my podcast anyway, which I just finished editing, and not just as in I edited in like 2-3 hours. That was the fastest I've ever done it. Those of you who speak Cantonese will see the podcast quite soon, but this is just telling you about my workflow, I guess. Normally it takes me much longer to edit an episode of the podcast, but the funny thing is, last Saturday we recorded for like an hour and a half in the afternoon, and then I had to finish editing it within the next 3 hours because I was about to go on a trip that evening. So I actually did just rush the whole thing and used my fastest editing skills ever. And this time I even had video. Normally I only do audio, but this time I had video in it, so that was like more waiting time, because even if my computer can actually handle it, it just takes a tiny bit more time to scrub through the recording and all the footage and all the moving around and everything and the exporting. So it was exciting. It was a thrill. And then yeah. So that's been my weekend. That's why if you're wondering why I haven't been streaming, because normally I do weekends, right? No, normally I well, my regular schedule is weekend evenings, but then I would do weekdays if I feel like it at the moment, which is now, I guess, but more because I haven't done it in the weekend. On the weekend, it was a completely spontaneous thing, because on Friday I met up with a friend who was visiting. Hello Mamat. Hello Eric, by the way. I forgot to say hi because you were the first one to show up. So what happened was on Friday I met up with a friend who was visiting Manchester, and I was like, hey, what's up? What brought you over here? And then they told me, turns out they were going on a road trip into the Peak District, which, if you don't know, that is like a huge national park just outside of my city, Manchester, with very beautiful, hello Kulivan, with very beautiful views, mountains. I mean, it's called Peak District, that's why it's all about the mountains. And I was like, hey, you planned all this without me? And then they were like, yeah, you want to join us? So that's how it happened. So I said, well, I need to record a podcast on Saturday, but I'll join you right afterwards. That's what I did. So after I recorded the podcast, edited it at my top speed, and then I took the train over into the Peak District and joined them for the rest of the weekend. And it was amazing. Lots of hiking. I'm absolutely shattered right now. I'm physically quite unfit. I don't know how much you know me, but yeah, I'm not cut out for that. But I survived. I survived all that to live to see another day, so that I can come back and speak to you guys again. That was what was on my mind. I was like, oh, I gotta make sure I get home safely so that I can stream again. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I mean, I love streaming, but I don't love it that much. But yeah, tell me how your weekend was, because I mean, you might have been expecting me to be on this weekend, but as I just told you, I wasn't even at home. I was like in a distant, remote area out there. So what did you do? What were you up to? I actually just came home this evening. Yeah, literally, I just got back. Hello, Lynx. How are you doing? You're slow. What do you mean? Are you like in a slump? Are you not progressing well with your work? I mean, I think I come in bouts. Like sometimes I can get really quickly. Sometimes depends on how much I'm feeling like doing that particular task at the moment. With my usual research and study work, it's more of a slow burn because it's such a big project with huge tasks and like a very distant goal and destination. So it's harder to actually power through it. Whereas with podcasts, for example, I know how long it takes, and I know how much effort it takes. More importantly, so I can just power through it and tell myself, right, my goal is to finish this before I hop on that train, which is what I did. So it's sort of, I guess it really depends on what it is. Yeah, I'm not that reliable either. It, it's not easy, this kind of stuff. I mean, especially me, I work in creative things in general, obviously making videos, podcasts, but also I'm a composer, and I write lots of stuff. Everything I do is creative, and that my creative juices sort of depend on my mental state at the time, and that's motivation. Sometimes it just refuses to happen. So yeah, it's fine. Diolch dro bach wrth gwrando ar y ffordd, ac mae'n edrych fel bod glad ar y ffordd. Be di glad? That's bad. Glaw. Oh, bod glaw ar y ffordd. Aha. Lle wyt ti ar y ffordd? Lle mae'n bwrw glaw. Yn ffodus, dydy ddim yn bwrw glaw yn Manceinion heddiw, ond ro'n i'n adrodd bod fy mod i wedi bod yn y Peak District dros y penwythnos, felly tipyn bach o law hefyd o ddydd Sul, ond mae'n braf iawn heddiw yma. Now, let's get help. Yeah, it was funny because whenever we started going on a hike, we would just hear some distant helicopter flying by, and then my friends would ask me, Israel, did you call that? Were you already giving up? And I was like, yeah. That was totally me. I'm already giving up. It was too hard. No, it was fun. The juicy tiny victories. That is very true. I mean, I'm very happy with what I did with the podcast this weekend, and also surviving the hikes. It's quite important that I survived the hikes. But it is true. I mean, sometimes I'm also juggling many things, right? I'm doing very different things at the same time. So sometimes I direct my attention and I focus my energy towards one thing, and the other thing suffers a bit. But I feel like as long as I maintain a balance and then I have a steady pace, that's more important than any quick victory that I can attain. That is just, I don't know, my life philosophy. That is talk about life with Israel. It's funny. I've been so pensive this weekend because I was talking. Because I hadn't met my friend for ages. When I say ages, I mean actually ages. So when we met up, we actually did a lot of catching up and talked about a lot of life philosophies, I guess, just like what we're doing right now. So that is just where my brain is at the moment. Yeah. Jacob, sut mae'r sefyllfa? Wyt ti'n dioddef ar y ffordd? Ydy'r pethau'n iawn dros y penwythnos? Wait, how do you say Efo ti? How are things with you, I guess? Yeah. Because I was thinking German would say wie ist es bei dir? So like at you. What's my love in Hebrew? Miserable. I I am never a person to exaggerate my skills, so I will tell you directly. My Hebrew is miserable right now. I got to an okay level, like I was conversational at some point, which if you go to my older videos, I think that was when I was at my peak around 2011, because I was working on that. I was also learning to write, I was trying to read. And then I got to an okay level. I could speak to people, sort of, and I had lessons, I had conversations. But then I just sort of let it slide a bit, because I didn't find any immediate motivation to keep it up. I have friends that I write to once in a while, but we're not that close that we would write all the time. And then last year, when I went to the Polyglot conference in Budapest, I met someone, a Hebrew speaker, who I sort of chatted a bit with, and then that sort of gave me a little bit of motivation to get back into it. But then I lost it again. So yeah, I think the main thing is just I don't have a strong reason to learn it. It's one of the languages that I've learned only because I like it, and sometimes it's not a strong enough reason, because it's not like an immediate need to learn the language. How hard is the alphabet? How did you approach it, if you may? The the alphabet itself is not difficult. It's not a big alphabet, but the thing is the way that it works with the language, because it's, if you didn't know it, for other guys who are watching, the Hebrew alphabet is not like, it's not an alphabet for one, so it's not a script that you can learn. Like you can't just learn sounds and then put the sounds together and then speak it. To learn to read Hebrew script, you need to learn the Hebrew language, because it's closely tied. For example, because the long story short, they don't write a lot of vowels. They do write some vowels, but they don't write a lot of vowels. So if you see a word, you look at the consonants, you sort of just have to know the pattern, what vowels are in there. So if you really need to learn the script, you need to learn the language, basically. So I got to an okay level, because I know all the patterns. I know the patterns. It's just a matter of vocabulary, and the vocabulary is the hard part, because it's very different, obviously, because I don't speak any Semitic language. And what else? Lots of words are very similar, because exactly of how the language works. Because for example, there is a class of verbs that just go like, they have a m at the front, and then a consonant, and then a, another consonant, e, and then another consonant. So imagine there's like an entire class of verbs that they all just sort of sound like me a e, just with different consonants. And obviously, you would say, yeah, the consonants are what make the word. Yes, but like if you just go by ear, and you're not used to listening to the Hebrew language, you're not used to thinking in the Hebrew language, they all sound extremely similar. Because, for example, in European languages, you have lots of verbs that have different links. They have different vowels, different links, different longer, shorter, different conjugations, different consonant clusters. For example, sometimes you might have st, sometimes you might have a str, but sometimes just a l. So there's a lot more variety within the patterns in European languages, but with Semitic languages, they're all like pretty much similar, just with tiny differences, and you have to sort of tune into those tiny differences to master the vocabulary. Is it worth it? You mean the learning the script? I enjoyed it. I mean, personally, I just enjoy reading different scripts, so that might be why. But so you're saying it kind of works like Arabic sound system. No short sounds. Thanks for the useful info. Yeah, I mean, it's very similar. It's basically the same concept, with differences. I mean, Arabic's more complex, because you have the different forms of the same letter. Like it looks different in the beginning, at the middle, at the end. With Hebrew, only a few letters have a final form. So, for example, the ch sound, it looks like a reverse C in the normally, but then when it comes at the end, it's like a what do you call that? I don't know. In Cantonese, we call that C, like a cane, yeah, like a sugar cane. And there's only a few letters that do that, so it's much easier to read than Arabic, I think. But I haven't learned Arabic in earnest, so I can't really compare the scripts. Hello, everyone who's here. Say hi in the chat. How are you doing? I hope this is not too late for you. Oh wait, I just remembered. Sorry, I forgot to switch my volume back. So, warning for people who are watching now and people watching in the future. The volume is going to go up a lot. So, if you have been listening so far, turn down your volume. I'm so sorry for this. Now, okay, this is what the usual level. Yeah, because I was recording something else. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Because on Saturday I was recording the podcast, and I wanted to get the video as well. So I recorded the video through um the OBS Studio. So I sort of reset all the settings. I reset all the volumes and everything. That's why I forgot to set it back before starting this. And so far, when I start a stream, I just open up and then start it. Hope it's okay with you guys. Hope I didn't like break your ears or anything. Oh my goodness, the first 20 minutes are gonna sound so weird in this stream. But yeah, that is the story. That is the story of my weekend. It's been very exciting. Not much. I mean, I think I've done good work as well. I haven't done any directly language related things. Like, I haven't got any time to study. Oh, I when I'm on a trip of some sort, right? I do a thing. Or when I'm too busy in general, because you guys know I have like streaks on language apps, especially not only but especially on Closemaster. That I mean, I find the streaks to be motivating, but when I'm busy, for example, when I'm on a trip, I'm talking to people all night and bonding with friends, it's hard to pop out your computer and learn 50 sentences. So what I do is sometimes I just do 10 sentences. So when I come back from a trip, what happens is my reviews pile up. So luckily I've only skipped one day, on 1 or 2 days on this trip. So let's see. My Welsh Closemaster got up to 150, and then my Polish Closemaster got up to 250, which is manageable. It's manageable, because on the last big trip I was on, the one in May, which is if you've seen my series on languages and dialects, that is the trip that where I'm talking about, where I did Germany, Poland, and then the polyglot gathering in Czechia, and so on. On that trip, oh my goodness, I neglected my Closemaster so much. I came back with like 3,000 reviews, and it has taken me until like 2 weeks ago to get it down to a normal level. So it's taken 3 months, 3 months to bring it down, to go through the reviews. Sometimes I'm like, what is the point? But I don't know. You tell me what the point is. I kind of like it when I learn some things, but sometimes I question myself. Anyway, yeah. Do you guys do any of these streak things? Because I mean, obviously we all have memes about Duolingo. That's the most popular one, but now lots of language apps use the same thing to motivate you. So it might be the same. It's a similar case, just slightly different. It's the same concept. Yeah. Anyway, so I was just catching up on things. Do you recommend buying the Closemaster subscription? Ooh. In general, I'm not a fan of subscriptions. I just really hate them unless they're necessary. So one thing Closemaster does, or maybe did, I don't know, but is they have lifetime subscriptions, lifetime plans, and I forgot. Let me check how much it is. Let's see. Can I? I can't really. Where? It's not on. I can't find it. Wait, Closemaster price. Let's see. If Closemaster Pro. Yeah, lifetime. So lifetime is around £150. Oh my god, I'm gonna sound like I'm selling it right now. Because now I've talked about like prices and stuff. Closemaster, if you see this, please sponsor me. Oh my goodness, I'm giving you free promotion. I'm just a big fan. Yeah, so it's got the lifetime plan is £150, and it's currently this is gonna sound like a proper sponsored video. Currently it's on sale for 30% off until the end of this week. So it depends on how you use it, because I use it quite heavily. I've been using the built-in collection so far in my languages. and then I plan to move on to my own custom sentences after I finish those. I'm actually quite close to finishing all the Polish collections at this point. It's been so long. So for it's mainly because I really enjoy the format, and for a user like me, I think it's definitely worth it, because it gives you some extra important perks, like you can do like 100 sentences in one round, or like more options about saving things, editing things. I forgot which features are pro now because I've been using it so long. There's offline stuff, etc. When I got it, it was half price on Black Friday, so I don't know if they're gonna do that. But yeah, that's what I think about it. Some people are okay with subscriptions. You can do the math yourself. I can't really do it for you in that case. For example, with Drops as well, the app where you just match pictures to vocabulary. I also got the lifetime for that one, so that so that I don't have to worry about it ever again. Because when I have a monthly subscription, I feel the need to use it, or else I am losing money, right? With the lifetime one, it's kind of this. I mean, I should use it to get the value out of it, but I know I'm already using it, so it's simply more features for me. You learn Spanish with the help of Duolingo stories. See, that I can't really speak to that because I never had access to Duolingo, any of the advanced things like stories, or like, I don't know what they have, like video calls now, or AI, or whatever the shit. Yeah, basically anything on top of the like old simple Duolingo exercises. I've never tried them because they're only on the big languages. So, and since they started adding, I mean, I started using Duolingo a long time ago when they were like, when an owl still looked stoned, and they had that sort of 3D shadowing on the website. That was a long time ago. So I started doing it there with French and like German or something, and Polish later on. So back then those weren't a thing, and then when they started adding those features, I've already moved on to my newer languages, which are all, well, not the money making ones for Duolingo. That's why they don't ever invest in those courses. Yeah, if you've seen my video about Duolingo Welsh, you will know Duolingo has a huge disparity in what they invest in big languages and small languages. It's insane. They're like closing down the Welsh course and all that. So actually, someone of a sort of an online influencer, Dr. Cymraeg, he made three books. Yeah, he made 3 books based on the concept of Duolingo stories. So I've got all of them. I have them, but my second book sort of vanished. I don't know why. It should be in my home, but I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know where it went. But yeah, so I could sort of test this knockoff version of the feature in book form, and I enjoyed it. But I think I've outgrown it now. My Welsh is, I mean, I've been reading like novels and other things with relative ease, so I guess I'm not really reading reader books now. Is this CI or CL? You mean compelling comprehensive input? Right. Okay. Right. I mean, just the idea in general, the idea of that method. I mean, that's what I've been doing my whole life, so it's not really something new for me. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'll tell you this now. The reason I'm really down with the input method is because because on the internet you see lots of native English speakers talking about it, mainly because English is sort of the international language. That's why the English influencers get all the attention. But you see them talking about it all the time, and they for them it's more like one of the many methods that they are trying out and so on. But for me, it is I have undoubted faith in the method. It's not even something I tried because that's how I learned English, and this is how I speak English now. Because at some point in my teenage years, I just started consuming a lot of just English blogs and videos and content without ever thinking about it as a learning method. I mean, I sort of did, because whenever I read an article and then I found a word that seemed useful, I would write it down. So there is a method to that, but that was way before all this online polyglot language learning community fad or whatever this is. So for me, it was simply how I grew up in my teenage years. So that's why now I'm just trying to replicate what I had in other languages, so that hopefully someday I can speak languages on a level that is somewhat like my English now. Maybe not this level, because I live in England, and also this is the international language, but something like this. Oh, it was funny when I met my friend last Friday, because we hadn't spoken for ages and ages, and when we met, the first thing they said to me was, "What happened to your accent?" I thought that was pretty funny. That was the first thing they noticed. You used them for Romanian, which was fun. What did you use for Romanian? Was it Duolingo stories? Do they have them? I'm impressed. But yeah. Oh, if anyone's interested, if anyone's doing Welsh like I am, because I mean, the whole series of streams is advertised as Welsh learning streams, so I should talk about Welsh a bit, not just studying it. So if anyone's watching this and is a Welsh learner, that's a book series. It's called Parsnips and Owls. Owls because obviously, this little guy here, and then parsnips because that is the a meme on Duolingo Welsh. They have, like Duolingo sentences are always so weird. So sometimes each course has its own sort of memes, and parsnips was the meme in Duolingo Welsh. At some point it gets exhausting, mainly because I don't know if you guys remember Duolingo forums. It was not that long ago, right? So not forums, but like the sentence discussions. So back then we would have a sentence on Duolingo, and then we could discuss the sentence in the discussion page, and then and we would just talk about them. But then since they shut down the forums, which I'm still extremely angry about, people turned to discussing them on Facebook. And the problem with that is, back on Duolingo forums, they had it's like a comment section for each sentence. But since they moved to Facebook, it's not a thing anymore. You can't say, oh, if you want to discuss this sentence, go to this post. So what people do is they screenshot the sentence and post it into the group. But that means that every single person who wants to discuss the same sentence makes a new post in the same group about the same sentence. And that just means a deluge of repetitive posts. And sometimes it's like genuine discussions, or questions asking for help, partly because Duolingo removed the grammar notes. That's also another thing I'm angry about. But sometimes it's just people found the meme funny, like the funny sentences. They enjoyed it, so they screenshot it and put it on Facebook. And it was funny the first 200 times I saw them. But at this point, every time I open Facebook, it just shows, oh, hello, look at this group. Another person has screenshot a sentence about parsnips and put it in the group. And I can't blame the person, because there's no way they could find the original post and add to it or anything. So I can only blame Duolingo. It's... Anyway, Eric asks, are they original stories translated on yours? I actually don't know, because I haven't used Duolingo on Duolingo. So I have no way of finding out, but I know the concept itself is inspired by Duolingo stories, obviously. But as for whether the stories are from Duolingo or if the author wrote them himself, I actually don't know. It just says they are stories based on the highly effective Duolingo stories. So they're based on Duolingo stories, but I'm not sure if he's saying, oh, the concept of this book is based on Duolingo stories, or the stories are based on the stories in Duolingo stories, if you know what I mean. You have studied both the old and the new ones. And old and new what? Stories? Or you mean courses? Or because I was talking about the changes that Duolingo has gone through. I could have made videos about that, but I mean, there are bigger YouTubers who have made passionate rants about how much Duolingo has and shitified the service. So there's not much point of me adding to that, other than talking about a specific course. So yeah, sometimes I don't know why I'm still doing it. I mean, it's a streak. Yeah, it's a streak. I've mentioned at some point that I'm doing Scottish Gaelic on Duolingo now, just because I'm keeping the streak. And then also, I mean, I am interested in Gaelic. It's not a language that I am focusing on or will focus on in the near future, but I'm interested in it, and I heard it's a good course. That's why I'm doing it. But yeah, I do question what am I doing this for? Okay, that hope that was interesting to you guys. Talking about the apps again. I'm still mentally and physically recovering from my trip because it was so exhausting. Like 3 hikes in 2 days. But yeah. Oh, by the way, look at my desk is absolute mess now because since the time I showed you the things, I haven't put them back on the shelf. So this is my editing tool. That's a keyboard I used to edit because I've been editing a video. And then this is the one I'm studying. These are books that I was showing you guys on previous streams. I should put them back. Yeah, this is a poetry book, reader books, grammar books. Oh look, this is Israel tidying up his desk live. How exciting! And then this is the textbook that I'm going to be using in a bit over 2 weeks. Oh shit! It's not even a bit over 2 weeks. It's literally 2 weeks, right? Because we're like 4 or 5 days until September, and my course starts on the 10th. Wish me good luck, guys. I have 2 weeks to finish this book. How far am I in? I don't know. But yeah, so I will be using this one when I start the new course. I don't know if I should be nervous. I'm not too concerned. I think I'll survive. It's gonna be okay, right? Where should I put it? I'm just gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it on top. How realistic is it? A goal is it to expect yourself speaking fluently in a third or fourth language, just like English? It depends on your circumstances. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of people who speak other languages better than the English, even if English is their second language, because of where they live. Like if you move to Germany, then you will learn German better than English. But there is a grain of truth in that. English is so widely used that you sort of can't avoid it. So like there's if you are already in like online English communities, then you will have the constant exposure. So it's hard to like pass that level of exposure, I guess. For me anyway. For me, I've been using English on the internet since I was like 14. And then I've been using English in my everyday life since 6 years ago. So I don't think I can ever top that with another language, but I would love to get close. But I know that that is a tall order because I'm for now anyway. I'm still living in this country, and I don't know. But there's part of the reason why want to learn Welsh, because I mean, if I move over there, if I move into a community that speaks it, then I would actually have lots of exposure in my everyday life. Just hypothetically. Also, my friends over the weekend, they were asking me if I am considering moving to another country after I become a British citizen, and I'm thinking about it, but it's going to be a huge, a big deal again, because it takes so much to move countries. I already have the easiest way to move to the UK, so any other country would be harder than this. Yeah, but I have thought about it. I am thinking about it. And for someone who loves learning new languages, living in an English-speaking country is kind of boring. You know what I mean? It's just the default, right? Even though I mean, this country is really diverse because of all the immigrants. So there is linguistic potential there, but you know what I mean. It's like so vanilla living in an English-speaking country. Yeah, if you're interested in learning Scottish Gaelic, try BBC Alaba's Speak Gaelic series. I know, of course, I know Speak Gaelic. I think I noticed them when they were still launching it, because there was one time. Oh, I should mention, there was a phase in my within my 6 years of being in the UK, where I was going to Glasgow, like in Scotland, pretty regularly, like at least once a month. And there was one time when I got there, and then I saw billboards everywhere, like actual billboards in the train stations advertising Speak Gaelic. And I was quite excited for it because it looked like a big initiative. It was structured. There's it's a multi-pronged thing, so they have like video courses, books, everything. It's just basically just like what the Welsh National Centre is doing. So that I got excited for it. And obviously, my podcast co-host Samuel has been learning Gaelic as his main target language for a while. If you happen to be a Cantonese speaker listening to our podcast, you will know, because he won't shut up about it. So I know a lot about Speak Gaelic, and I love the initiative. I hope it gets somewhere, but it's just gonna take time. Przeprowadzka do Polski. I don't know. I heard moving to Poland is a big pain in the ass, because I don't know if I forgot the name, but there is a Japanese girl on Instagram who is living in Poland. I forgot. I'm not sure if temporarily or actually trying to stay there, but I forgot her name, so sorry. But I've seen lots of posts and I guess meme reels about what's the name of the thingy? Basically the residence permit, and it has taken her 11 months to get the residence permit in Poland, even though she was already living there. So, and then I've heard so many things about the Karta Polaka, when people of Polish descent try to become Polish. So I mean, I haven't looked into it, and there isn't a particular place that I would love to move to. So it's just a potential possibility in my head. What? No. Mam taki pomysł w głowie, że mógłbym kiedyś się przeprowadzić do Polski, ale nie wiem, bo nie mam takiego celu, a nie mam roboty w Polsce oczywiście. No, pracuję dla polskiej firmy, bo robię, montuję te podcasty dla Easy Polish od kilku miesięcy, ale nie mam co robić w Polsce szczególnie. So yeah, I would consider it if there's an opportunity that comes up, especially in terms of either my music stuff or my language stuff. Then I would move somewhere else after I become British anyway. it's like when I spent a month in Lithuania. It's a bit like that. That was a great opportunity, even though it was a temporary thing. I did it in a heartbeat. It was fun. But for the foreseeable future, I think this is where I'm staying because it's. Yeah, I told my friends as well. I I have thought about moving abroad, or I am thinking about it, but at the same time, over the past few years, I have gotten so used to this country and all the little quirks that it does, like the culture, the system, how it works, how people behave and work with each other, that kind of stuff. I've sort of really adapted to it. I think, like my friend could see the mannerisms. Like even when I switch languages, they say that I have different mannerisms, or I speak in a different way. Maybe I'm more sarcastic or that kind of stuff. So like I have internalized the way of life in England. So it's gonna be that all over again. I mean that's part of the thrill, I guess. That like learning a new language and then also learning a new culture, becoming a new person in that culture. That's part of the thrill, but it's also a lot of pressure. Especially, I mean, I moved here as a student, so there was less pressure in terms of life. But if I move again, then it's gonna be like I'll be moving as a working man of some sort, and it's gonna be a new layer of difficulty. Unless I don't know, unless I become somehow a successful influencer and suddenly have a stable source of online income, then I could be a digital nomad. But that's a more distant thing. I just realized that my pencil and rubber are still in my bag because I brought them onto my trip. So give me a second before I can start studying. I brought so many unnecessary things on my hike, because the weather is crazy, guys. Like it gets so warm and so cold all the time, and when you go into the mountains, it's also so unpredictable. So when I went on the hike, I just brought extra clothes for every possible weather that I was expecting, and then just out of habit, I brought things like my stationery. And then in retrospect, I was like, why did I bring stationery on a hike? That was stupid. At least I did drop off my laptop, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I had all this crap with me while I was fighting on my life, trying not to slip into the river from the very steep mountain. Anyway, I'm gonna it happened again. I ended up talking for like 15 minutes before I even start studying. I don't know. I guess it's like making up for the lost weekend, I guess. I'm glad to have you guys here. So, and also I do like talking to the mic. It feels like when I have a mic in front of me, I speak slightly differently. I think I am. It's not the same way that I speak to people in daily life. It's more enunciated. It's more focused. And I kind of like this version of my English. That's why I speak so much, because I enjoy listening to my own voice while I'm doing it, I guess. Sometimes when I'm on stream, sometimes I actually like project a bit more. But today I'm feeling like speaking to the mic like this. This is what I'm feeling like today. So I hope you enjoyed it. But anyway, so on the last stream, I was sort of like just catching up on things. I have 4 more chapters, so I'll make it, I think. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new chapter and see how far I get before I get exhausted. Oh yeah, because I slept like less than 5 hours last night, so I will probably get exhausted quite soon, but who knows. Yeah, I'm excited to finish this, but I will also have to do all the extra exercises and homework at the back, just to make sure I consolidate the stuff that I have learned. So yeah, again, as usual, you can keep talking in the chat. And also, I forgot, yes, please keep giving me suggestions about the chat overlay, because I still feel like that it's not perfect. I could make it look better, but I don't know how, because I'm not that good at design. So if someone knows anything about graphic design, please, or like typography, please tell me what I can do to improve the chat thingy on the top. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm in my developing phase as a streamer. It sounds like it's gonna be a permanent thing, but I don't know. I just enjoy doing that. Okay, let's look at the vocabulary. Gradmeister, master's degree, nice. I have one. I have a master's degree. Gradmeister, llenyddiaeth, medal, medalau, mentor. I keep forgetting that the word mentor is so weird to me, because it makes so much sense, but also it makes so little sense. It's from venture. They changed the verb into a m, and it's mentor, initiative. Pencampwriaeth, that's a big word. Trafnidiaeth, transport, like transport for Wales. I do know that very well. Arferion, arolwg. Golwg is like sight, so on site. You look on something. Arolwg. Is it the workbook you use, a textbook you bought, or the coursework you assigned something else? It's the standard textbook for the Welsh courses. It's designed for classroom learning, but I'm just using it for self-learning because why not? I have it anyway. And in 2 weeks' time, I'm gonna start a new course on the next level with a new book. So this will be useless. So I'm just gonna learn the whole thing on my own. Blinder. That's funny. It looks like blinder, but that's blinder. Blin is tired. Blinder, tiredness. Bulb, yeah, that's English. Canolbarth. Canol accidentally did an American R. Canolbarth. Barth. Canolbarth. Kemekin. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like a singular form of chemistry, but no, it's a chemical. Kemekin. Kumar. Oh, I learned Kumar on Closemaster not long ago. Kumar. Companion. Cynlluniau. I know that very well. A plan. Distawrwydd. Silence, which is... What's another word for silence? Mae'n tawelwch. Distawrwydd. Dyffryn. What's the difference between dyffryn and cwm? Let me check. Different. Because I thought cwm was valley. I actually told my friends that today. But somehow it's also different. Valley, dale, glen. Yeah? It's so interesting that there's different words for it, because my friend from Scotland is like, oh yeah, look at these glens, and I'm like, no, these are dales, because we're in England, so they're not glens, they're dales. And then in Wales it's going to be cwm. But what about different? It's also the same thing, so it's the same word. Salut, je repasse faire un coucou. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What is un coucou? Is that like a metaphor for something? What's a faire un coucou? Oh, like a greeting. Ah, cool. So does that mean you're arriving or leaving? I don't understand the context enough to understand that sentence from guessing. Pass by, but you pass by to greet, I guess. Faire un coucou. Different. Esboniad. Gofod. Gofod. Goleidi. Hapusrwydd. Lollipop. Wow, I really needed the book to tell me what lollipop means. An obsession. Palmant. Oh, I didn't know this one or this one. Palmant, pavement. Palmantydd. 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 Why is it palmantydd? That's weird. Streiciwr. Streiciwr. Toriad. Treiglad. Undeb. Undeb. Ynni. I keep forgetting the word ynni. It means energy. It's such a cute word. It's a short word. Just 4 letters and it means energy. Ynni. Which is different from... there is another short word that's a bit similar. Energy. Shit. Which is the word that sounds similar to ynni? Egni. Wait, so what's the difference between ynni and egni? Egni is energy. Yeah, energy. What's the difference? Oh, it's ynni is more like scientific energy. Oh, wait. In modern language, ynni refers to energy as a commodity, whereas egni has a broader meaning and is used in this and many other contexts. So ynni could be a kind of egni, but egni is like lots of different energies. So, okay. Egni is broad. Ynni is energy as in like commodity, like home power. Adnabyddus crand. Again, they demutated. They turned grand into crand. Cyfoes. Oh, that's what I do. I write cerddoriaeth gyfoes, contemporary music. Cerddoriaeth gyfoes. Cerddoriaeth gyfoes. Di-Gymraeg. Cyhoeddus. That's cool. There's a one word for people who don't speak Welsh. Di-Gymraeg. Di-Gymraeg. So you can say pobl di-Gymraeg. Cymru di-Gymraeg. Welsh people who don't speak Welsh. Cyhoeddus. Diri. It looks so... This word looks so stupid. Just D-I-R-I. Okay, it comes from rhif, which means number. So di-rhif is countless. But then they don't pronounce the ending v, so it becomes a diri. Eglur. Vegan. Vegan is vegan. So vegan, is it vegan or vegan? I guess it's vegan, because it comes from vegan. Ac yn y blaen. Ar lafar. Or spoken. Ar y blaen. In the front. Lawr llawr. That's hilarious. Downstairs. I guess down floor. Lawr llawr. Dwi lawr llawr. What's upstairs then? Is it fyny llawr? I fyny'r grisiau ar llawr uchaf. Now, lan. There's no opposite to lawr llawr. That's a shame. Oh, they are synwyr cyffredin, common sense. Oh, you can see the exhaustion setting in. I'll probably go to bed earlier tonight. This is not going to be a late night stream. It's not even late night for me. Maybe for some of you, yes, but not for me. But yeah, need to get back to normal life. Indeed. 1 day, but one word. Oh, was it like a 1 day event? So not like 1 day, but a 1 day event. Indeed. Uwchben, yn erbyn, o'r adfa. Yr yn yr ardal lle mae cymuned sy'n siarad Cymraeg ym Mhatagonia, ardal o'r Ariannin. Annog, egluro, lansio, treiglo. I know these already. Siaradwch. Oh no, don't ruin the pages. Why is it a bit off center? Okay, there we go. Yn eich grŵp, dydwch parau o'r pethau yma da chi'n gwneud a pharau da chi ddim yn gwneud. A pharau, which ones? Pharau, a pharau da chi ddim yn gwneud. I'm just going to say whether I do these things. argylchu gwastraff bwyd. Do I recycle food waste? Oh my god. I feel called out. Dydw I ddim yn argylchu gwastraff bwyd. Bwyta bwyd llysieuol, vegan. Weithiau, dwi'n bwyta bwyd llysieuol, neu vegan. Cael cawod yn lle bath. Yn lle bath? Lle bath? Like actual where you have a bath. Nac dw. Dwi ddim yn cael cawod yn y lle. Dwi byth yn cael cawod yn lle bach. Yn lle... Oh, no, wait, no. That's... I get it now. Yn lle, instead of... dwi wastad yn cael cawod yn lle bath. I don't even have a freaking bath. Cerdded mwy ar deithiau. Again with the car defaultism. This course has a huge, like, car default. It just assumes everyone's a driver all the time. Because, like, the other day I had an exercise where... this one. I'm supposed to discuss how I can drive less, but I'm like, I already don't drive. I can't drive any less than I do. It's hilarious. Now it says, do you try to walk more on short trips? And like, I walk all the time. Dwi wastad yn cerdded pan dwi'n gallu. Defnyddio bagiau defnydd. Defnyddio bagiau defnydd I siopa bob amser. What is bagiau defnydd? What a bag of use? Bag defnydd. Is it? Don't know what that means. Bag defnydd. Is it I'm guessing reusable bag from context. But dwi wastad yn defnyddio bagiau defnydd I siopa bob amser. Diffodd goletau wrth adar ystafelloedd. Oh, hello, there's more people here now. Say hi in the chat. I guess that we're talking about like protecting the environment here now. Do I turn off lights when I leave a room? Well, they turn themselves off, so. Mae'r goleadau yn fy ystafell yn diffodd ar ei pen ei hun pan dwi'n gada'r tŷ. Neu mae fy ngoleadau yn diffodd ar ei pen ei hun pan dwi'n wrth fy ngadair y tŷ. Wrth I mi adael y tŷ. When I leave, wrth I mi adael y tŷ. Peidio a hedfan. Dwi'n hedfan pan mae angen. I fly when I need to. So I won't stop flying just because I can't afford. Dwi ddim yn fforddio peidio a hedfan. Dwi'n dlawd iawn fel myfyrwr, felly dwi'n hedfan pan mae angen. Hello? No, I'm not. Is really bot. Well, I've seen you somewhere, but why is really? Oh, I think it's misspelled. I'm based in the UK. Peidio a thaflu bwyd. Peidio a thaflu bwyd. Not throw away food. Yeah, of course. Dwi wastad yn ceisio bwyta'r bwyd I gyd. Neu cadw'r bwyd ar gyfer for later, ar gyfer yn hwyrach, ar gyfer pryd hwyrach. How would you say save it for later? Oh, I saw you on the stream. Yeah, that makes sense. Prynu a defnyddio pethau mwy gwyrdd. Prynu a defnyddio pethau mwy gwyrdd. Brws, dannedd, pren. Brws. Oh, brush. Dannedd, pren. A wooden toothbrush. Brws, dannedd, pren. Prynu defnyddio nac ydw, dwi ddim yn prynu'r pethau fel yna. Prynu bwyd lleol. Dwi ddim yn gwybod. os dwi'n prynu bwyd llewr neu beidio. Prynu bwyd yn ei dymor. Dwi ddim yn gwybod chwaith. Dwi ddim yn archwilio dwi ddim yn archwilio pryd mae tymor y bwyd. Defnyddio car trydan. Nac ydw. Dwi ddim yn defnyddio car trydan achos dwi ddim yn defnyddio car. Again, with the car defaultism, it's asking, have I tried switching to an electric car? And I'm like, I don't have a car to switch from. So, I'm not switching to an electric car. Prynu dillad o siopau elusen. Yn anaml. Sometimes dwi'n prynu dillad o siopau elusen yn anaml achos dwi brin yn prynu dillad ar y cyfan. I just don't buy clothes in general, so I don't buy clothes from charity shops. Prynu llai o bethau mewn pecyn plastig. Ydw, dwi'n prynu llai o bethau mewn pecyn plastig. Wait, no. I mean, nid fydd newis ydi o. Achos mae'n dibynnu ar y ffordd mae'r achfarchnad yn troi pethau mewn pecynau. Yeah. I mean, I don't get to choose what my food is packaged in. I think recently I found something. I think the salmon was switched from plastic packaging to paper. I thought that was cool. Rhannu ceir yn y gwaith. Dwi ddim yn rhannu ceir yn y gwaith achos gen i ddim gwaith ac does gen i ddim ceir. Does gen i ddim car. So, felly, nac ydw. It's asking, do I share cars at work? I don't have workplace and I don't have a car. Rhoi dillad, llyfrau ac ati I siopau elusen. Ac ati. Nac ydw. Dwi ddim yn rhoi dillad I siopau elusen achos dwi'n gwisgo'r dillad tan iddo fo dorri. I wear my clothes until they break, so I can't donate them. Casglu dŵr glaw. Dwi ddim yn casglu dŵr glaw. Okay. Teithio mwy ar drafnidiaeth gyhoeddus. Again, have you tried taking more public transport? I only take public transport. Dwi'n... Oh my goodness. Oh, this is getting my nerves. Dwi dim ond yn teithio ar drafnidiaeth gyhoeddus. I'm going to circle the ones that are pissing me off right now. Apparently, YouTube really doesn't like that word. I may get into trouble for saying that. But we'll see. We'll see. There's no Welsh word for thermostat. Troi'r thermostat I lawr ar y gres canolog. Ydw. I turn down the thermostat. Tyfu eich bwyd eich llun nac ydw. Dwi ddim yn tyfu fy mwyd fy hun. Defnyddio ynni gwrdd paneli sol. Dwi ddim yn defnyddio ynni gwrdd achos dwi ddim yn fforddio what is install? Dwi ddim yn fforddio ar sefydlu, I guess. Sefydlu. Dwi ddim yn fforddio sefydlu cyfleusterau I greu ynni gwrdd. Wait, what's generate? Creu, just creu, okay. Golchi dillad mewn dŵr oerach. Dwi wastad yn golchi dillad mewn dŵr oerach. Achos dwi'n mae gen I ofyn bydd y dillad yn colli'r lliw. I always use colder water in my washing machine because I'm just afraid it's gonna lose the colour. Be sy'n y lluniau? Caws a gwyn. Caws ar gwyn. Dyna ban. Oh my god, are we learning some basic contractions here? I'm not going to skip all that. A bobl ar hifenia. Nope. Fe anrheg a fy nghelden ni. Dy anrheg a dy gerdyn di. E anrheg a'i gerdyn o. E hanrheg a'i cherdyn hi. Ein hanrheg ein cerdyn ni. Ein hanrheg ein cerdyn ni. Eich anrheg eich cerdyn chi. E hanrheg a'i cerdyn nhw. Okay. Yep. It's good. What do I do? Go. Please be a good boy, little rings. Come on. Rings, please get through. Yep, there we go. Cyfieithwch. A trefi ar pentrefi. Wait, town's a trev. No, I got it the other way. No. Town's a pentrev, right? Shit, I forgot my taxonomy. Yeah, trev. Wait, I was right. Wait, what's a village of pentrev? Yeah, okay. Trying to write nicely again. Ar pentrefi. A thi a'i gardd. A di a'i ardd. A mab a'i... Nope, not ar. A'i merch. A fab a'i ferch. A ti a'i gardd. A mab a'i merch. De adeilad. Oh no, it wants chi. I didn't see that. Eich adeilad ach busnes. Ein shit was assembly member. Is it not aelod o Senedd? What is assembly? Is it not Senedd? Aelod cynulliad, okay. Ein haelod cynulliad. An haelod Senedd. Is it aelod Senedd or aelod or Senedd? MP, I just put MP in the dictionary. RS, aelod Senedd. Oh, seneddol. Aelod seneddol. Ein haelod seneddol. Mi ddaeth hi o'r dosbarth. Mi ddaeth hi o fy nosbarth di. Mi ddaeth hi o dy ddosbarth. Mi ddaeth hi o dy ddosbarth di. Mi ddaeth hi o dy ddosbarth di. Mi ddaeth hi o'i ddosbarth o. Mi ddaeth hi o'i dosbarth hi. Mi ddaeth hi o'i'n dosbarth ni. Mi ddaeth hi o'ch dosbarth chi. Mi ddaeth hi o'i ddosbarth ni. That's the kind of stuff that I already know, but I would love to consolidate. I'm not going to do this. Mi aetho i'r ti. Mi aetho I fy hi. Mi aetho I dy didi. I dy didi. It always feels surreal to see other Hong Kong YouTubers talking about tips of learning B1 English in the UK while I'm learning Welsh already. You sound like learning Welsh is the next level to learning English, which I would not deny. It's a cool way to look at it. But yeah, who do you watch? Like what Hong Kong YouTubers do you watch talking about learning English? Because I would love to see what they say. Because I've been in this like language learning community for so long, and like I see our discourse. That we sort of have some common talking points, but like I want to know what people outside the community are saying about learning English, for example. It's interesting. I follow a small Polish YouTuber who talks about this kind of stuff, and it's interesting, like seeing people sort of transmitting talking points from the community like out to a broader audience, I guess, especially in other languages who aren't already in watching the English stuff. But I've seen people like I guess people on social media, Hong Kongers on social media, talking about Welsh, and it's always a bit upsetting, I guess, when I see what they say. It's basically parroting the same like Anglo-centric talking points usually. Like, oh, what's the point of this? Why is it in my way? Why are there two languages on the signs? It's making it hard to drive, that kind of stuff. Where even though we come from a place that is completely bilingual, in terms of signs anyway. I thought with oh yeah, that's the secret I thought dio. I thought thihi. I thought in tini. I thought I thought tichi. I thought tinu. Beviv Shona Shan and Brenny teulu. Oh, it's the same. Teulu ac ffrindiau. Beviv Sean and Brenny CD. How do you say CD in Welsh? I'm gonna bet it's just CD, which would be extremely disappointing, but also very expected. I would love it if they say Ekdi, but I really doubt it. What? No way, guys! Oh my god, there's a Welsh translation of CD. So in English, CD stands for compact disc. There is a Welsh translation of that. But the abbreviation is still CD. It's Crino Disc. This is freaking amazing. It's a completely different. No, it's half. It's a half different word, but it just happens to be CD. This is so great. But how do you pronounce? Do you say Ekdi? I'm gonna say Ekdi. You know what? I'm like a little bit of a Welsh purist. I'm gonna say Ekdi just to mess with them, even though I know they probably say CD. Because Welsh people hate pronouncing the alphabet the right way. Oh, you know, what if they actually pronounce it kd? Kd. Because they do love saying the letters just as sounds instead of the letter names. Because they would say things like a, b, k, h, d, the instead of a, b, ek, ech, the ev. Yeah. Imagine if they pronounce CD kd. That would be hilarious. Those complaints would be equivalent to Guaidos in Hong Kong complaining about bilingual signs. I'm trying to process. My brain's not processing because it's so tired. I can see the parallel. I can see the parallel. Well, obviously a very different sort of dynamic between the languages, but if you ignore that side of things, if you ignore that aspect, yeah, that is comparable. That is true. Yeah, that's hilarious. Huh. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't drive, so maybe bilingual signs do make you more likely to crash. But as I've made it abundantly clear throughout the previous section of this stream, I don't drive, and I get annoyed when this book assumes I drive. I get a little bit annoyed, maybe more than a little bit. Okay, what are we doing? Oh, we're drawing cards again. Okay, let's practice this. I'm gonna practice the grammar. I'm going to draw a card. Let's see. A random card. Window capture. Oh, this is gonna look terrible on the with this chat thingy. What should I do with this chat? Should I like put a background on it? I don't know. It's probably fine. It's probably fine, even though it looks horrible. Are people really reading this? I don't know. Some new Hong Kong immigrants in the UK are talking about learning English. I think those channels are mainly yeah, I know, but I don't actually know those channels. I feel like Cantonese YouTube is like a completely different world to me. I don't know it that well. Okay, I'll try to how do I add a background? Hold on. I'm gonna try things. What did hello Jaho. I've never seen you before. Welcome, dude. Welcome to the stream, dude. You're motivated to learn more languages before going to sleep. Is it late now? What time is it where you're at? Talking about language science. Have you ever been interested in Zorbish? I mean, interested. Depends on what you mean by interested. I'm interested to know what it's like, but not like on a personal level. Hold on, I'm trying to put a background on this thing. Give me a second. What color should the background be? I'm gonna try purple because it's like my signature. Did you notice purple is my thing? It also happens to be a beautiful color. It's a royal color and it's the color of a very important flag. Use bars instead of backgrounds. What is that? I don't get it. Okay. So how do I? Sound on it. F. No. Wait. What am I doing? Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Let me try this, guys. If it works. Oh, I just add this. Okay. Yeah. 0.2 Oh, that is awkward. I guess it needs to be darker maybe. Let me try this. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to slowly improve the quality of the stream. Let's try this. Is that improvement? Why is it so grey? It's not supposed to be this grey. That is very wrong. I don't know. Well, what I missed. Okay, so you're also an hour ahead of me. Okay, that's interesting. Sobs. Okay, you keep on chatting. I'm gonna keep on trying to fix what this looks like. This is very awkward. I don't know design. Does anyone know design? Why? How can I make this look less awkward? What if I made it white? Let's try white. Just as a test. Why is it grey? I made it white. Why is it grey? That is so weird. Oh, okay. Oh. Damn it, guys! This is so difficult. How do streamers do this? Whiter. Oh, I just don't like this font. I need a better font. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the card thingy. What am I doing with the card? Oh, I'm gonna draw a card and then make a sentence according to the instructions. Let's draw one card. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Oh, it's not even. It's not even. The suit doesn't even matter. It's just two cards. Okay, draw two cards. The suit doesn't matter. It's just the numbers. Okay. Mi fydd Sean yn prynu llun i'w dad o. Mi fydd Sean yn prynu llun i'w dad o. 7.5. Mi fydd Sian yn prynu blodau i'w nain hi. Mi Mi fydd Sian yn prynu blodau i'w nain hi. Naw, a. Mi fydd Sian yn prynu tocyn a wyren i'w fam o. Saith, Brenin, mi fydd... Saith, mi fydd Sian yn prynu blodau i'w thiwtor hi. Chwech, naw, mi fydd nice. Do you see the cards, by the way? Yeah, I see the cards, that's fine. Mi fydd Sian yn prynu llyfr i'w gymydog o. 10, wyth, mi fydd Sian yn prynu tocyn llyfr. What's a book ticket? Mi fydd Sian yn prynu tocyn llyfr i'w bos hi. Dig. Mi fydd Sian yn prynu tocyn llyfr i'w nitho. Jack, 4. Mi fydd Sian yn prynu tocyn game rugby i'w chwaer hi. A, dig. Mi fydd Sian yn prynu ecdi. Sian yn prynu ecdi i'w nitho. In fact, I'm going in circles, by the way. Efo'n gilydd. Mi aethon ni efo'n gilydd. Efo'ch gilydd. I know that already. Da chi'n mynd... Okay, I'm going to go back to the just camera. Does this look better? I kind of prefer it when it's like a transparent background, but somehow other streamers manage to make it visible even though the background is transparent, but I don't know why it's not the same. It's really annoying. Wait, I think it's supposed to be bigger. It's supposed to be this big, right? No. Wait, hold on. What did I do? Oh, it's supposed to be... Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second. Look back. Okay. I think it's supposed to be... Wait, am I... Height, width. Yeah, okay. I think it's supposed to be smaller. Let's do this. Okay. Where was I? Da chi'n mynd ar y un bws. Ydan, da ni'n mynd efo'n gilydd. Da chi'n teithio ar yr un bws. Ydan. Da ni'n teithio efo'n gilydd. I realize this is going to be really repetitive, so I'm not going to do it. Grando. I love grando. I love listening. Where are my headphones? Here we go. Oh, this looks horrible. Oh, I hate it. You know what? Just make it black. Screw it. I'm going to make it black. Black. That is not better. Make it pitch black. I'll come up with something else afterwards. Now it just looks like a YouTube thing. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm studying now. Uned 15. 1 on 15. It doesn't look... Wait, what do you say? It doesn't look bad with grey. Does it not look bad? Wait. Do you want me to try grey again? I could like make it dark, like slightly translucent black, like 0.8. Is that an improvement? Let me know what you think. Need to do this one. Traeth Abercastell.
Dyma un o draethau prydfertha Cymru.
Prydfertha Cymru.
Mae yna lawer o bobl leol ac ymwelwyr yn licio dŵad yma efo'i gilydd I fwynhau ac I ymlacio. Edrychwch ar yr hen ddyn a dynes yn ista ar eu cadeirio nhw. Maen nhw'n ofalus iawn o'i penna nhw, yn gwisgo het a hances rhag ofn iddyn nhw losgi yn yr haul poeth. Mae'r nain yn rhoi lollipop i'w wires hi,
yw hwyrus.
Mae'r taid yn edrych ymlaen at ei hufen ia o. Edrychwch ar y dyn ifanc yn gofyn i'w gymar o dynnu llun o'r môr, a'r bachgen bach yn dangos y gwylanod i'w fam o. Mae un o'r taden cario ei fab o ar ei sgwyddau, ac mae'r bachgen yn gofyn i'w dad o fynd yn gyflymach. Mae rhai pobl ar y ffordd i mewn i'r môr. Mam, tad, a'i 2 blentyn bach nhw, a grŵp o ffrindiau sy'n mynd mewn i'r dŵr i chwarae pêl efo'i gilydd. Mae merch fach yn dangos ei chastell tywod.
Just realised I can't spell. Spelled with an I. Efo'i gilydd. Efo'i... I thought it was spelled with a U.
Yw mam a'i chariad hi. Dwi'n cerdded efo fy ffrind a'i chi hi. Dwi ar y ffôn yn gofyn i fy mhlant i roi pizza ar y ffôn yn gofyn i fy mhlant yw mam a'i chariad hi. Dwi'n cerdded efo fy ffrind a'i chi hi.
A'i chi hi.
Dwi ar y ffôn
Ar y
yn
ffôn
gofyn i fy mhlant i roi pizza yn y popdi i ni gael swper efo'n gilydd ar ôl i ni gyrraedd adra.
Okay, again, it's a lot of stuff that I already know, but I need a lot of consolidating so that I can use it naturally. It's not easy because it's a lot of complex grammar happening at the same time. It is... I don't think it's easier than cases in Polish. Oh, it looks fine now. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take your word for it. I think I've said one time if I do game stream again, because I mean game streams are more focused on the screen. When I do that again, I'm gonna have like the screen on a smaller box and then like a box for the chat and a box for everything else, instead of now like where it's mostly the camera and then I have chat floating on the camera. I don't know. I really like it when people can have transparent, just purely text floating on the camera, but it's so hard to make it work. I don't know why. I think the ones I see that don't even have text border, like literally just white text. Anyway, I'm gonna shadow this as usual. Traeth Abercastell. Dyma un o draethau prydferthau Cymru. Mae yna lawer o bobl leol ac yn ymwelwyr yn licio dod yma efo'i gilydd i fwynhau ac i ymlacio. Edrychwch ar y hen ddyn a dynes yn eistedd ar eu cadeiriau nhw. Mae'n ofalus iawn o'i pennau nhw, yn gwisgo het a hancers rhag ofyn iddyn nhw losgi ar y haul poeth. Mae'r nain yn rhoi lollipop i'w wires hi. Mae'r taid yn edrych ymlaen at y hufen ia o. Edrychwch ar y dyn ifanc yn gofyn i'w gymar o dynnu llun o'r môr. A'r bachgen bach yn dangos yn y gwylanod i'w fam o. Mae un o'r tadan cael ei fab o ar y sgwyddau, ac mae'r bachgen yn gofyn i'w dad o fynd yn gyflymach. Mae rhai pobl ar y ffordd i mewn i'r môr. Mam, tad, a'i 2 blentyn bach nhw, a grŵp o ffrindiau sy'n mynd i mewn i'r dŵr i chwarae pêl efo'i gilydd. Mae merch fach yn dangos ei chastell tywod i'w mam a'i chariad hi. Dwi'n cerdded efo fy ffrind a'i chi hi. Dwi ar y ffôn yn gofyn i fy mhlant i roi pizza yn y popty i ni gael swper efo'n gilydd ar ôl i ni gyrraedd adre. It works and looks good. Okay, I'll take your word for it. The simplicity is good. Ymarfer, egluro. It's gonna... Lots of, I already know all the mutations. That's the easy part. Gwylio. Edrychwch ar y fideo a Seia Grandis yn egluro sut ddaeth o i Gymru a sut ddisgodd o Gymraeg. O bawlad mae Seia yn dod yn reiddiol. Ers faint mae o'n byw yng Nghymru. lle ddisgodd o siarad Cymraeg? Pa mor aml oedd y dosbarth? Pa mor hir oedd y dosbarth? Let's do this. Love watching stuff. Let's watch stuff. Oh wait, why is this bigger? Oh, I should maybe make it a little tiny bit smaller. There we go. Go back. Gwylio Essea Grandis.
Esseia ydw i. Dwi'n byw yn Llandarog yn Sir Carfyrddin. Da ni'n dod fel teulu o'r Ariannin o Patagonia, ochr yr Andes neu Cwm Hyfryd. Da ni'n byw yn Hymru ers 2 flynedd. Nes i ddysgu Gymraeg yn Ysgol Gymraeg yr Andes. Wel, dwi'n dod o'r Ariannin.
Wait. Dysgu Cymraeg and I don't know the name. How am I supposed to know how to spell the name? I don't know any places in this freaking country. Oh, I guess I know some now after the giant geography test the other day.
Wel, dwi'n dod o'r Ariannin, ond dwi'n dod o canolbarth yr Ariannin yn Wreg yr Andes. Ddysgu Gymraeg yn Ysgol Gymraeg yr Andes.
Dysgol yn Ysgol Gymraeg yr Andes. Ysgol Gymraeg yr Andes. Is it yr Andes? Oh, found it. Ysgol Gymraeg yr Andes. Is it in Argentina? Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Wel, dwi'n dod o'r Ariannin, ond dwi'n dod o canolbarth yr Ariannin yn wreiddiol, o Córdoba, dalaeth o'r enw Córdoba, fel yn Sbaen. Ond symudodd fy nheulu i Patagonia pan o'n i'n 4 oed. Ges i fy magu yn y wladfa Cymraeg, a nes i ddysgu Cymraeg yn Ysgol Cymraeg yr Andes. Nid ysgol swyddogol, ond canolfan iaith. O'n i'n arfer mynd 2 waith yr wythnos, awr a hanner bob dosbarth, a felly fel na nes i ddysgu'r iaith.
2 waith yr wythnos. Hello everyone. Oh, welcome back, Jacob. Croeso nôl, my daughter's daughter. What do you mean, daughter's daughter? Oh, wait. You heard with us on one of the audio thingies. It threw you for a loop because people don't use... Oh, again. Camera angle. I'm going to read it this way. People don't use... You say daughter's daughter. Oh, okay. Well, if you say so. So, mech mech. That's interesting. Is there a reason why they don't use the word for daughter's daughter? I mean, you use words for 9 or like mum gi or whatever. Wait, weird. Is it a gender thing? Because I mean, do you say... Wait, what's the word? What's a male? What's grandchild? Or is it ur? Yeah, do you say ur? Do you use the word the grandson? The word for grandson ur? Because that would be interesting if you used the grandson but not granddaughter. No idea. People find ur and ur is posh. Oh, so neither. You use neither in your daily life. Good to know. Okay, so I will write it down. Ures. These are like posh words. Overcorrect. I guess. Yeah. So it's like. I guess it might be a little bit like when I used the Welsh word in situations where all the native speakers use the English word, or something. Hello, Seaport. Welcome back. About 200 Poles live in Hong Kong. How? Wow. What? Where do you get the statistic from? Like, I wouldn't have known that. Oh, probably many of them are in the Polish expats in Hong Kong group that got mad at me. I think I mentioned it, right? I think I mentioned it on stream. There were some Polish people in Hong Kong who were not happy that I said Polish spelling is easy. Wait, what? Men, is it also... Oh, is it like gur, and then the plural of gur is gur. Oh, no. Gur. 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 That is whoa. That's wild. Okay, so gur with the hat on the u is man. Men has a hat on the I. So gwir. But ur is grandson. It sounds like the mutated form of gwir. And also nose, yeah. My teacher has said puyaur. Puyaur. Who knows? That is so fun to say. Puyaur. Who knows? Puyaur. She said it so many times. I'm picking it up. But also, it's unfortunate. I was literally just about to book like a 10 lesson package from a teacher, but then turns out she's busy for the rest of August or something, until like 2 weeks from now at least. Or maybe she's throwing the towel. Who knows? I haven't checked the schedule that far. Do Welsh people who go to public school have a posh accent? Public school? Yeah, Jacob, you tell him. I don't know actually. There's not really one centralized good accent in Welsh, because it's they are very pluricentric, and they treat the different dialects quite fairly. But I think rather than what kind of school they go to, it's usually more how long they went to Welsh school that matters. Because if you left Welsh school early, you went on to do English school in secondary school, then you have a different accent because you sound more English. I don't know. That's my impression. Please tell me if my impression is correct, because I'm not sure either. Dim script or sgwrs essay, but it's fun when I watch TV and then you can see a variety of accents, not just like the variety of different native Welsh accents, but also like a spectrum of levels of influence from English. Like some people sound like they are second language speakers even if they grew up speaking Welsh, and it's because of their environment or the dialect or the I don't know. Oh, that's funny. That's a whole thing I just watched. Here, the script is here. Siaradwch, cadw anifail anwes. I actually just had another pet dream last night. I frequently have dreams where I have way too many rodents. Usually, mainly hamsters, but rodents in general. And then I neglect most of them but one. I think it's sort of a way for my brain to compensate for the guilt of, I don't know, letting my hamster die a bit too soon. So my brain, in the dreams, my brain's like, oh yeah, we're going to put all our attention on the hamster that's actually in real life, the one that I actually had, that I loved, and then all the imaginary ones, they don't matter. I'm just going to neglect them. But then I feel the guilt. I feel the guilt from neglecting all the other ones. It's so weird. Anyway, cadw anifail anwes, keeping a pet. Pethau da, pethau drwg. Can you tell if a Welsh speaker is from England, Scotland, or the US if they learn Welsh? I mean, it depends on how well they learn it, right? I mean, if I learn it well, I'm not saying I've learned it well, but if I learn it well, then you can't tell probably. But if said learner is a monolingual Anglophone, then there is a good chance they have a strong English accent. And I have, I know Americans learning Welsh should have a strong American accent, and some of them can't. I don't know if I mentioned, but so earlier in this chapter we had the names Sean and Shan, and there are Americans who can't tell apart Sean and Shan because all sound in American English is R, so they're both Shan, and it's funny. And then some people can't tell Gwyn from Gwen because of the pin-pen merger. So that, but then it all comes down to how well you learn it, right? Mae cadw anifeiliaid anwes yn dda i chi. Oedd gennych chi anifeiliaid anwes pan oeddech chi'n blentyn? Cawn ni siarad am gadw anifeiliaid anwes. Da iawn. Be ydy'r pethau da am gadw anifeiliaid anwes? What's companionship? Cyfeillwch. Is it cyfeillwch? Am I making up a word? No. What's companionship? Cwmni. Cyfeillgarwch. Okay, cyfeillgarwch. Dwi'n cael cyfeillgarwch pan dwi'n cadw anifeiliaid anwes. What's good about keeping a pet? Dwi'n dysgu sut I ofalu. I'm Irish. Learn to take care of others. And dwi'n cael trefn ar y bywyd. I have more routine, I guess. No. I learned how the collocation. Cadw trefn. Cadw trefn. Dwi'n cadw trefn ar y bywyd. Bob dydd. I get a routine in my everyday life. Is that the English word lawn, or are you talking about something else? Because is that an L or an I? Because you might be referring to different things. Pethau drwg. Mae'n drud I gadw anifeiliaid anwes. Mae'r milfeddyg yn drud. Time to rest. Well, have a good night. Dobranoc. I don't know. I missed lots of the conversation, but I guess I hope you've had a good evening and good session watching me. I'll see you in the next one. Milfeddyg. Mae'r milfeddyg yn drud ac What is meddyginiaeth? What's medicine? Is it meddyginiaeth? Am I bullshitting again? Oh, it is meddyginiaeth. Mae'r feddyginiaeth. Mae'r feddyginiaeth yn drud. Anything else? What's bad about Mae'r anifeiliaid yn creu llanast yn y tŷ ac mae angen esgubo'r llawr. Esgubo'r llawr. Esgubo'r llawr. How do you say tidy up? Tacluso. Angen tacluso'r tŷ. You heard. Yeah, what is that? Yeah. You're trying to hear the difference between how you say it, which is American vowel. Lawn. Oh, you're talking about my accent. Lawn. You mean that? Because I had a phase where I said lawn, very close to one. Yeah, lawn, on the lawn. Oedd gennych chi anifeiliaid anwes pan oeddech chi'n blentyn? Oedd. Pan oeddwn ni'n blentyn, roedd fy nheulu'n cadw pysgodau aur. Pysgod aur yn y tŷ. Ac weithiau bochtewiau hefyd. I don't know the plural for hamster. Bochtewion. Ac weithiau bochtewion hefyd. Ond doedd y anifeiliaid anwes ddim yn perchen I mi. Roedden nhw'n perchen i'r teulu. No, perchen? No. Is it not wrong? Perchenog? No, what? How does it belong to? Have you ever heard two Asians? No. Actually, no, maybe. No, actually, no. I've never heard. I've hardly ever heard anyone speaking Welsh in the streets. Like, don't imagine things. Okay, it's not perchen, it's perthyn. Because especially because it's often treated as an ancestral language. Like obviously there's immigrants going to Welsh schools, but it's a really rare thing, and people, it's like other minority languages, people treat it as an ancestral family language. So it's less likely that immigrants would speak the language. You say more lawn. I can't do American accents. I can't do any accents at all. So it's the same vowel named Sean. No, that's Sean. It was the same as Welsh. There's a Welsh named Sean. Sean, I think. Sean and Shan. You mean those? Because these are very Welsh names, very classic Welsh names. I actually know like people from other parts of the world who have these names. I think an Australian I met is called Shan, and there's Gwyn and Gwen, like Gwen Stacy. That's a Welsh name, and they just mean white. Both mean white, and Gwyn is a masculine form, Gwen is the feminine form. But yeah. Os gennych chi anifeiliaid anwes rwan, nac oes. Marwodd bifarodd fy mochdew yn tua blwyddyn. Bifarodd fy mochdew tua blwyddyn yn ôl. Blwyddyn a hanner yn ôl. And yma'n Ceinion. Which ones? Oh, I'll show you. So Sean and Shan. And then Gwyn and... Why is it not typing? Hello, there you go. Gwyn and Gwen. Eglurwch sut a pham mae cadw anifeiliaid anwes yn gwneud pobl yn hapus. Eglurwch sut a pham. Okay, why does keeping a pet make me happy? My anifeiliaid anwes yn aml yn edrych yn ddoniol. Felly, yn bersonol dwi'n dwlu ar edrych ar yr anifeiliaid. Jacob, while you're here, how would you say, like whether it's like, as in, doesn't matter if it's something. For example, I like to look at animals, whether it's a pet or a wild animal, or I like to look at animals, whether or not, or no matter if they are pets or wild animals. Because no matter is more like binnock, but I don't know how to put the sentence together. Mae'n edrych yn ddoniol. How do animals make me happy? I don't know. I mean, I don't have big animals. It's just I can't even hug my hamster. I only look at it and I guess put him in my palm. That's it. Sean. Yeah, I mean, obviously the way I say it's a Welsh way, but when an American learns Welsh, they would sort of map the sounds onto their American phonology. So that's going to be, yeah, it's all about mapping. Because me, I speak many languages, so my brain doesn't like map the sounds as readily to sounds I already know. because I've heard like the entire spectrum of sounds we can make. Welsh learners definitely have accents. Jerry Hunter. Oh yeah. That I do know Jerry Hunter. I've heard the name, even though I've only heard a bit of Hen Yai. I'm sure I've heard him on something else as well. Yeah, I wonder what the accent is. I don't know what my accent is. I just have whatever. I just say whatever sounds right to me. So I don't know what my accent is like. Dwi'n hoffi edrych ar anifeiliaid. No, I'm talking about the what do I want to say, the sentence structure, because in English we can say, for example, I do make another sense. I like to eat omelets, whether it's savory or sweet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say that the whether it's, and what it's expressing is no matter whether it's this option or that option. I want to know how to express that conjunction in Welsh, because in like some European languages you would have the subjunctive. Oh, in English you could also use subjunctive. You could say I like people, be they this kind of people or that kind of people. I like rodents, be they mice or hamsters or rats. Plenty of Asian, black. Yeah. I do know immigrants who go to or immigrant children who go to Welsh schools. So they become native speakers, and I've seen like documentaries talking about them. I've also looked at documentaries. I think there was one that was about black Scottish Gaelic speakers, and I thought that was cool. But yeah. But I think just in general, just in theory, like if you're an immigrant in the country, you don't feel as much of responsibility to preserve the culture, the language, right? Because it's not your language. So like statistically, immigrants are less likely to send their children to Welsh schools. Maybe, I'm guessing. I have no statistics. I'm just guessing. Oh, cool, perfect. I want that word. That's such a cool word. Boyd. Oh, is that that sounds like a subjunctive. That looks like a subjunctive. Oh my god, I'm excited. I'm excited by grammar. Sorry guys, because I've been learning some languages that have relatively simple conjugations. As simple as in like not many conjugations. Like in Polish, for example, you have many different way of conjugating, but there's only so many tenses for each verb. So I got a bit excited about all the fun tenses in Welsh that we don't have in many other languages. German's like, it's also you get like 4 tenses for 4 different forms for each verb in German, and 1 is rare. Yeah, in Portuguese and Spanish you use subjunctive. That's what I thought as well. Because in French you use subjunctive, and in English it's technically a subjunctive, but like people don't really know about subjunctive in English, so they're not aware. But yeah, be they something, be it something. That is subjunctive for sure. Third person singular. Oh, that's an imperative. Wait, is it imperative same as a subjunctive? I think it might be. Hold on. Is it? Oh no, it's not the same. No. The subjunctive is bo, but this is boed. Is it boed or boyd? Is it one vowel? Is it one syllable or 2 syllables? I can't tell. Or bided. Could be bided. Bid. So this is the imperative. But the subjunctive is bo. I feel like I've seen the bo before. I've seen bo, bo in Welsh, and I had no idea why it was bo. Because I was expecting bod, but it was bo. Maybe next time when I see bo, I will look into it. That's a subjunctive. Bo. Bo is subjunctive. Oh, kin bohir. Is it bo in kin bohir? Before long. So before it be long. Before. So yeah, kin bohir is before long. So before it be long, it's subjunctive. Oh, it's all making sense now. It's all making sense now. What else? Where else have I seen the bo? I can't recall, but I've seen a bo somewhere. So, dwi'n hoffi edrych ar anifeiliad bo, the boed o boed, yn anifeiliad anwes neu anifeiliad gwyllt. Yeah, I was talking about bird watching with my friends because me and my partner love not bird watching as in actually understanding the birds, but more like just looking at them. Like, I don't know anything about birds. Dwi ddim yn gwybod dim byd ynghylch. I'm thinking Polish, not Polish. Not ptak. It is. I forgot the word for bird. Damn it. I can't. Bird. Adar. Dwi'n hoffi edrych ar adar mod I ddim yn gwybod dim byd am y pwnc neu ynglyn â nhw. I don't know nothing about them. Amdanyn nhw. Dwi ddim yn gwybod dim byd amdanyn nhw. Yeah, dwi ddim yn gwybod dim byd amdan am fathau o adar. Dwi ddim yn gwybod dim byd. Dwi ddim yn gwybod dim byd. No, dwi ddim yn gwybod dim byd am fathau o adar, ond dwi a fy nghariad yn dwlu ar edrych arnyn nhw yn syml. Do people not bat an eyelid if they see two Asians talking in Welsh? I mean, I haven't. I mean, I don't live in Wales. So don't ask me. Ask Jacob. He knows. You just realised ptak probably comes from pter. Oh my god! No way! That makes so much sense. Or maybe related. I'm gonna Google it now. That would make a lot of sense if it does. At least it's related. From Proto-Slavic, petak. Whereas from Proto-Balto-Slavic put. I mean, I have a friend here in Manchester who's from Hong Kong. His name is Tak, and he spends a lot of time in the Czech Republic. Damn it! I said Czech Republic. I told myself to say Czechia, but I got distracted by looking up Pter. Pter is from Proto-Indo-European for feather. No, I don't think it's related. Sorry, mate. I don't think it's related. Oh, but Pter is related to Adar in Welsh. That's interesting. Well, I didn't know that. So, because it became like a patar. Oh, so it was originally pether or something, means feather, and then became patar in Celtic, and then became attar in Welsh. So I learned something. So surprisingly, ptak is not from the same root, but attar is. It's from, yeah, the links are red, so I can't keep clicking. Some people might be a bit surprised, but I doubt they get a bad reaction. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a good reaction. I think people who speak Welsh are happy to see other people speak Welsh in general, right? I think I can make that conclusion. Hanch has a lot of oh yeah, Sage Todd is so cool. But I mean, there was a huge controversy, I think last year or something, right? But yeah, I like Hanch, but it's just a shame that they don't get enough traction. Attar is a bird. Attar is plural. Attar is birds, and then there are wing. Wing in similar is related. Wing in Welsh is atayn. Atayn is wing. Wings is adenydd, and then aderyn. One bird is aderyn. Birds is attar. Okay, let's do grando. Be dwi'n grando arno fo? Be mae'n rhaid I bobl Port Talbot yn neud? Oh, it's in the within again. I'm just gonna go for it. Screw it. Let's do it. The typical. It's funny. I feel like it's in the latest couple of chapters that we start to have these bulletin newyddion, so the news bulletin, and it's handy because I've been listening to the daily news program, and there is exactly the bulletin in the news as well. I think I am going to finish this chapter today. It's quite short. When your closest neighbors don't bother to learn the language, you appreciate everyone who learns it. That is true. Be they. Hey, you did that again. You used be they. So, you haven't told me. Is it bywed or boyd? Is it one or two syllables? Anyway, so I'm going to translate that. Pam nad ydy dy gymydog agosa yn trafferthu I dysgu'r iaith, rwyt ti'n gwerthfawrogi pwy bynnag sy'n neu pob un sy'n dysgu hi. Boed nhw'n dod o Brydain yn reiddiol neu beidio. Does that make sense? Is that correct? I was literally translating the whole sentence. That was fun. I'm going to do that again, just for practice. No, I'm going to wait for corrections and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to... Oh, diolch yn fawr am a... Oh, wait. What's... I should know this, but... What's a hint? Awgrym. Do you say awgrym? Well, how do you say a hint? A hint or a tip? Okay. Pam nad ydy dy gymydog agosad di yn dysgu'r iaith, rwyt ti'n gwerthfawrogi pob un sy'n dysgu'r... Okay, sy'n ei dysgu hi. Boed... Oh, wait. No, wait. No. I need to conjugate it differently. Because it's no. No. So it should be bydent. Oh, would you say that? Bydent nhw. Pob un sy'n ei dysgu hi, bydden nhw yn dod yn reiddio o Brydain neu beidio. Speaking of which, right? I don't know how I feel about the fact that Welsh has sort of imported the singular they. Because, I mean, singular they has been in English for a long time, but as far as I know, it's a new thing in Welsh. I'm just guessing again. I'm just asking question. But now it's... I mean, if someone identifies as a nu, then fine. But the fact that the people, like, if you say someone, for example, an indefinite person, undetermined person, and then you have to refer to them as nu, as they, it just feels funny. It feels very blatantly English to me. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess I'm assuming, like, because in most European languages the default is to use masculine. Are there any Welsh words which would sound funny in Cantonese? Are you just collecting them now? It's like the Polish one you just mentioned. I'm gonna do the listening. Bulletin newyddion. Beep. Where's the beep? Oh, there it is.
Dyma'r bwletin newyddion. Mae tân mawr wedi bod yn llosgi mewn ffatri gemegau ym Mhort Talbot ers oriau man y bora. Mae'r heddlu'n rhybuddio pobl yr ardal i gadw ei ffenestri i gyd ar gau, gan fod nwyon peryglus yn cael ei gollwng i'r awyr. Mae'r mwg yn achosi trafferthion mawr i yrwyr ar draffordd yr M4 rhwng cyffyrdd 38 a 40 hefyd. Yn gynnar y bore yma, daeth tîm achub mynydd...
Wait, no singular they. People use it, but you feel it creates a very slight confusion. People have suggested trying to create a neopronoun. I mean, that's going to take a while. I think neopronouns just are very slow to be adopted. I mean, singular they is not new. It's taken a long time for people to adopt singular they and singular you. So I doubt it's going to become a natural thing to do anytime soon. It's going to be a very forced. Not that I don't support it, but it's gonna take a while. But speaking of which, I was literally just talking about singular they for unspecified persons, and then here there's a question: Pwy gafodd ei anafu yn y mynyddoedd? So they use the masculine as a default. So pwy, because in English who would be a they because it's unspecified, but here they used a masculine. Pwy gafodd ei anafu? So I guess it's not politically incorrect to just use the masculine form for people. I'm gonna do it. So I guess in that case, I will use routine gwerthfawrogi pob un sy'n dysgu'r iaith boed yn dod o Brydain reiddiol neu beidio, I guess.
Eryri o yr M4 rhwng cyffyrdd 38 a 40. Pwy ffenestri i gyd ar gau, gan fod nwyon peryglus yn cael ei gollwng i'r awyr. Mae'r mwg yn achosi trafferthion mawr i yrwyr ar draffordd yr M4 rhwng cyffyrdd 38 a 40 hefyd. Yn gynnar y bore yma, daeth tîm achub mynydd Eryri o hyd i 4 dringwr oedd wedi bod ar goll yn y mynyddoedd ers neithiwr. By'r tîm achub allan yn chwilio drwy'r nos mewn tywydd stormus iawn. Roedd y 4 dringwr wedi paratoi'n dda ar gyfer eu taith i'r mynyddoedd, ac maen nhw i gyd yn iawn. Ond torodd un aelod o'r tîm achub i fraich pan syrthiodd o ar y creigiau. Roedd y prif weinidog ar y prom yn Aberystwyth y bore yma i lansio prosiect i adeiladu fferm wynt fwyaf byd yn y môr oddi ar arfordir Ceredigion. Roedd tua 200 o brotestwyr ar y prom yn poeni am effaith y fferm wynt ar fywyd gwyllt ac ar dwristiaeth. Ond roedd tua 1,000 o bobl eraill yno hefyd i brotestio yn erbyn...
Fem wynt? What's a fem? I missed it. What?
Lansio prosiect i adeiladu fferm wynt.
Fferm wynt. Okay.
Ar arfordir Ceredigion. Roedd tua 200 o brotestwyr ar y prom yn poeni am effaith y fferm wynt ar fywyd gwyllt ac ar dwristiaeth. Ond roedd tua 1,000 o bobl eraill yno hefyd i brotestio yn erbyn penderfyniad y Llywodraeth i gair uned ddamweiniau yn ysbyty'r dref.
That was a trick question. Oh my god, guys, that's such a trick. Because the question is asking me what are the most people protesting about, and then the audio says, oh, 200 people were protesting about this thing, and then 1,000 people were protesting about the other thing. That's a trick question.
So protestwyr ar y prom yn poeni am effaith y fferm wynt ar fywyd gwyllt ac ar dwristiaeth. Ond roedd tua 1,000 o bobl eraill yno hefyd i brotestio yn erbyn penderfyniad y Llywodraeth i gair uned ddamweiniau yn ysbyty'r dref. Mae undebau'r athrawon yn cynnal streic undydd eto heddiw. Dyma'r drydedd streic eleni, ond mae'n debyg bod pob ysgol wedi gallu aros ar agor y tro yma, achos bod llai o athrawon wedi cerdded allan. Mae'r streicwyr yn protestio am y toriadau i'r cynlluniau pensiwn.
Wait, is that it?
Dedd streic eleni, ond mae'n debyg bod pob ysgol wedi gallu aros ar agor y tro yma. Dyma'r drydedd streic eleni, ond mae'n debyg bod pob ysgol wedi gallu aros ar agor y tro yma, achos bod llai o athrawon wedi cerdded allan. Mae'r streicwyr yn protestio am y toriadau i'r cynlluniau pensiwn. Aeth tocynnau ar werth am 9 o'r gloch y bore yma ar gyfer cyngerdd y gantores Americanaidd Beyoncé Jones yn Stadiwm Genedlaethol Caerdydd ym mis Rhagfyr. Roedd pob un o'r 60,000 o docynnau wedi cael ei werthu o fewn 10 munud. Roedd rhai pobl wedi bod yn cysgu ar y palmant y tu allan i'r swyddfa docynnau ers 3 noson mwyn bod yn siŵr o gael tocynnau. Chwaraeon. Cafodd seiclwyr Cymru ddiwrnod llwyddiannus iawn ym Mhencampwriaethau beicio'r byd yng Nghanada ddoe, gan ennill 1 fedal aur ac 1 fedal arian. Mae'n bosib bysan nhw wedi ennill medal arall hefyd, tasai Gareth Jones ddim wedi cael damwain hanner ffordd trwy'r ras. Roedd o ar y blaen ar y pryd, ond gorffennodd o'n 6 yn y diwedd. Ar tywydd i gloi, bydd hi'n gymylog ledled Cymru trwy'r dydd yfory, gyda rhai cawodydd yn y de yn ystod y bora. Gymylog. Ar tywydd i gloi, bydd hi'n gymylog ledled Cymru trwy'r dydd yfory, gyda rhai cawodydd yn y de yn ystod y bora. Mae'n bosib y bydd yr haul yn torri trwy'r cymylau erbyn y prynhawn yn y gogledd. Ond bydd y gwynt yn codi yn ystod y nos, a glaw trwm yn lledu i bob rhan o Gymru erbyn bora Gwener.
How do you say I'm happy about something? Do you say hapus am hyn, neu hapus o hyn, hapus am? I guess I'm assuming because I feel like Welsh uses the o a lot more than I expect. Hapus, I'm happy. Yeah. I just watched a short of the names of common objects. Is it? You mean the one with different Semitic languages, like the spoons and forks and stuff like that, right? That was fun. We were very drunk in that video. I can tell you that. That was fun. I was not the most drunk one. I can also promise you. What do de and gogledd mean on top of the? Oh, de. Hold on. Where's it? De is south, gogledd is north. So I'm learning North Wales. So actually, there is a lot of different varieties of Welsh, but in the course they just divide it into north and south. My current favorite kind of Welsh is the northwest kind of Welsh, but who knows? Someday I'll get one specific accent. Now I'm just generally north. But fun fact, de also means right. So when it's masculine, it means south. When it's feminine, it means right. So interesting stuff there. Efo eich partner, eglurwch un o'r storiau I rywun sydd ddim wedi clywed y bwletin. Ysgrifennwch y stori mewn dim mwy na 4 brawddeg. I'm too lazy to do that. Dwi'n fach o glwad. Dwi'n hapus I glwad. Dwi'n hapus... Oh, okay, so depend. That's what I'm thinking about the collocation. So dwi'n hapus I wneud rhywbeth, ond dwi'n fach o wneud rhywbeth. That makes sense. Yeah, I've seen a lot of something or, adjective and then or. So fach or, forgot what else, but dwi'n fach o glwad. Diolch. Dwi'n hapus bod y braidd wedi marw. I'm too lazy to do this. Eglurwch y stori. I mean, I should maybe do it just for practice. Okay. Which one? Oh, I'm gonna do the one about hiking because I just went on a hike. Roedd pedwar o ddringwr yn dringo mynydd yn... Not sure. I'm just going to assume as Eryri. No, is it? I never remember which... Yeah, okay, Eryri is the national park. Eryri is national park, and then the peak is... No, Oladva. Oladva is in Argentina. Forgot. Urwidva. Okay, Urwidva is the peak. Eryri is the national park. Need to remember that. Okay, and Eryri, roedd un ohonyn nhw wedi torri. I love the fact that torri means break. There's some irony in there. Oh yeah, if you notice me saying my R's a bit more than normal today, because normally I'm like my normal accent is quite English, so I don't say the R's. But after 1 weekend after spending 1 weekend with a Scot and a non-native speaker of English, I just got used to saying all my R's so that it's clearer. It feels weird when we're talking to each other and then I hear all the R's coming from the Scot, and I'm not saying it. It's like, oh, something's off. So I sort of naturally want to adapt to what I'm hearing. It is a very quick process as well, just within just 2 days of just constantly spending time together. Roedd un ohonyn nhw wedi torri ei fraich. Roedden nhw... Is it roedden? Yeah, roedden nhw angen help or team achub. That's only... I need 4 sentences. Petar brawddeg. Dwi angen un frawddeg... Wait, how would you say one more sentence? Un frawddeg eto. Un frawddeg eto. Arall. Un frawddeg arall. What happened? Dwi ddim yn cofio be ddigwyddodd i'r dringwr. Okay, I'm just going to say me. Me gaethon nhw ei hachub. Ar y diwedd, it's a happy ending. They got saved from the demise. Oh wait, I could say roedd un ohonyn nhw wedi torri ei fraich gan syrthio o... Wait, what did they fall from? I'm just going to assume from a hill. O fryn. Darllen. I'm not going to darllen. I have nothing to darllen. So it's just the last one. Just a Robin Radio. And then I'm finished. I need to do like my Duolingo and stuff within the next half an hour. So I'm definitely going to finish the studying session. To finish the stream. Unless I do Duolingo on stream. Which is possible as well, I guess. Let's do this. Reminds you of the 2 versions of Vietnamese. Yeah, it's actually pretty much it's and the funny thing is I think there is a similar number of speakers of the North and South versions of Welsh. The North has a higher percentage of speakers, but also a lot less people in the North. So it works out to a similar number. So like in the beginning I was like, oh, the North must have more people speaking Welsh. And it turns out I was both right and wrong because it has a higher percentage, but not necessarily more people.
Dwi'n siarad efo Rhian Richards o Fynydd Castell. Bore da, Rhian.
Bore da, Robin.
Fel ydych chi gyd yn gwybod, mi enillodd Rhian y loteri 2 wythnos yn ôl 10 miliwn o bunna.
Mae hi dal yn anodd credu.
Diolch yn fawr am ddod i siarad efo ni.
Croeso, Robin. Dwi'n hoff iawn o'ch raglen chi.
Felly, Rhian, beth da chi'n mynd i wneud efo'r holl gyfoeth?
Wel, does na ddim bris.
Da chi wedi rhoi'r gorau i weithio?
Wel, do, a deud y gwir. Fysa pawb yn gwneud, dwi'n siŵr.
Da chi'n mynd i symud tŷ?
Dwi ddim yn siŵr eto i le dwi isio symud. Mi faswn ni yn hoffi medru gweld y machlud ar y môr o'r rolfa. Ond mi faswn ni'n hoffi aros yn yr ardal yma neu yn bendant yng Nghymru.
A be arall da chi'n mynd i wneud efo'r pres?
I missed that one.
Wel, gawn ni weld medru gweld y machlud ar y môr o'r rolfa. Ond mi faswn ni'n hoffi aros yn yr ardal yma neu yn bendant yng Nghymru.
A be arall da chi'n mynd i wneud efo'r pres?
Wel, gawn ni weld. Mi fyddai'n rhoi pres i helpu ffoaduriaid ac i hosbis Abercastell ac i'r teulu wrth gwrs.
Ond da chi am fynd ar wyliau hefyd?
Ydw wir. Y peth cyntaf nes i oedd bwcio taith i'r gofod.
Be?
Ia,
What?
rhaid i mi fynd i Arizona i hyfforddi yn gyntaf.
Huh?
Mae NASA yn rhoi cwrs wythnos arbennig i bawb sy'n mynd.
Gai ofyn faint fydd hyn yn gostio?
Does gen i ddim pris eto, ond, a bod yn onest, faint bynnag ydi o, mi fedra i fforddio fo.
O be mae'ch teulu a'ch ffrindiau chi'n ddeud am eich gynlluniau chi?
Mae rhai ohonyn nhw'n meddwl, a bod yn onest, faint bynnag ydi o, mi fedra i fforddio fo.
Be
Uh-huh.
mae'ch teulu a'ch ffrindiau chi'n ddeud am eich gynlluniau chi?
Mae rhai ohonyn nhw'n meddwl bod gen i lawer mwy o arian na synwyr cyffredin erbyn hyn. Ond mae rhai yn cytuno efo fi bod y gofod yn lle anhygoel.
Pam da chi eisiau mynd i'r gofod ta?
Dwi'n edrych ymlaen at y distawrwydd.
Stawrwydd.
Gweld y byd yn y pellter.
Pob hapusrwydd i chi Rhian a mwynhewch. Dewch yn ôl ar ôl dwad adre o'r gofod i ddeud wrthon ni sut aeth y daith.
Na i, diolch Robin.
Siwrnau dda.
That was that was so outlandish. What the heck?
Iso Robin, dwi'n hoff i...
10 miliwn o bunna.
Mae hi dal yn anodd credu.
Diolch yn fawr am ddod i siarad efo ni.
Croeso Robin, dwi'n hoff iawn o'ch raglen chi.
Felly Rhian, beth da chi'n mynd i wneud efo'r holl gyfoeth?
Wel, does na ddim bris.
Hospice.
Chi wedi rhoi'r gorau i weithio?
Wel, do, a deud y gwir. Mi fasa pawb yn gwneud, dwi'n siŵr.
Da chi'n mynd i symud tŷ?
Dwi ddim yn siŵr eto i le dwi isio symud. Mi faswn ni yn hoffi medru gweld y machlud ar y môr o'r rolfa. Ond mi faswn ni'n hoffi aros yn yr ardal yma neu yn bendant yng Nghymru.
A be arall da chi'n mynd i wneud efo'r pres?
Wel, gawn ni weld. Mi fyddai'n...
Bore da Rhian.
Bore da, Robin.
Fel da chi gyd yn gwybod, mi enillodd Rhian y loteri 2 wythnos yn ôl 10 miliwn o bunna.
Mae hi dal yn anodd credu.
Diolch yn fawr am ddod i siarad efo ni.
Croeso, Robin. Dwi'n hoff iawn o'ch raglen chi.
Felly Rhian, beth da chi'n mynd i wneud efo'r holl gyfoeth?
Wel, does na ddim bris.
Does yna
Da
ddim
chi wedi rhoi'r gorau i
Ddim.
weithio?
Wel, do, a
Is
deud
it
y gwir.
bris?
Mi fasa
Bris.
pawb yn gwneud, dwi'n siŵr.
Bris.
Da chi'n mynd i symud tŷ?
Dwi ddim yn siŵr eto i le dwi isio symud. Mi faswn ni yn hoffi medru gweld y machlud ar y môr o'r
Bris.
rolfa.
Bris. Bris.
Ond mi faswn ni'n hoffi aros yn yr ardal yma neu yn bendant yng Nghymru.
A be arall da chi'n mynd i wneud efo'r pres?
Wel, gawn ni weld. Mi fyddai'n rhoi pres i helpu ffoaduriaid ac i hosbis Abercastell ac
Hospice.
i'r teulu wrth gwrs.
Ond da chi am fynd ar wyliau hefyd?
Ydw wir. Y peth cyntaf nes i oedd bwcio taith i'r gofod. Ia, rhaid i mi fynd i Arizona i hyfforddi yn gyntaf. Mae NASA yn rhoi cwrs wythnos arbennig i bawb sy'n mynd.
Gai ofyn faint fydd hyn-
Un wythnos ar gyfer yn fforddi ar gyfer y gofod.
A bod yn onest, faint bynnag ydi o, mi fedra i fforddio fo.
O be mae'ch teulu a'ch ffrindiau chi'n ddeud am eich gynlluniau chi?
Mae rhai ohonyn nhw'n meddwl bod gen i lawer mwy o arian na synwyr cyffredin erbyn hyn. Ond mae rhai yn cytuno efo fi bod y gofod yn lle anhygoel.
Pam da chi eisiau mynd i'r gofod ta?
Dwi'n edrych ymlaen at y distawrwydd a gweld y byd yn y pellter.
Why do you want to go to space? I look forward to the silence. I'm like, just go to a fucking music studio.
Pob hapusrwydd i chi rian a mwynhewch.
Wait, what did he say? A pob?
Yn y pellter.
Pob hapusrwydd i chi rian
Pob
a
hapusrwydd i chi.
Dewch yn ôl
Pob
ar ôl
hapusrwydd i
roed
chi.
adre o'r gofod i ddeud wrthon ni sut aeth y daith.
Na i, diolch Robin.
Siwrnau dda.
That is just hilarious. Yeah, Jacob is reacting to that. It's just, oh, I missed that. I didn't hear her saying "shurnata." Maybe some part in the middle, but yeah. Basically, Cheyenne won a huge lottery, and then she's planning to go to space. Fucking hell. As if she's only going to Manchester. Yeah, same thing, right? Going to Manchester is like going to space. She had to train in Arizona as well. Just train for 1 week and then you can go to space. Is that a thing? Like, can you book a trip to space? I don't think that's a thing yet, right? You can book a trip to deep sea, because I remember the news about like rich people dying in that dying horribly in that ship, but I don't think you can go to space as you. Chwarae teg Rhian. Da iawn. Yeah. Oh, that was so. I'm gonna listen to that again. I enjoyed listening to that one a lot, and I think the second time I actually understood it a lot more. There are some sentences where on first listen it sounded like a bunch of sounds. I think be mae'ch teulu a'ch ffrindiau yn deud am eich cynlluniau chi. I think maybe something like that. But the second time it was all clear to me, so it was worth the repetition. The third sound, you heard someone say lan. Oh, I mean that's just ignorant Anglophone pronunciation. Yeah, people do say. I think English people like to say the "th" as a "cl", so like Llandudno or something. Or if you're from Manchester, then Llandudno. Actually, just before my friend left today, I tried to teach them to say Llandudno, because they were showing me a picture that they took in Llandudno. They were talking about like places to go in North Wales. And then, yeah, I just say, just put the tongue where you would put it if you were saying L, and then hiss like a cat or something. Like, I think it usually works. It's actually like, just physically, it's not a difficult sound to say. It's just rare. That's why it's hard for people to grasp it at first. Like, it's hard for them to hear it, I guess, because they either hear a sh or a th or something. Peekaboo. But yeah, but once you know how to say it, it's actually really easy. It's not like the Czech R sound where it's just absolutely, it takes forever to learn. The third sound is actually, it's simple. As long as someone tells you how to do it, it's easy. But yeah, but then you have to know the U is a E and everything. So Llandudno. And it's fun. It's fun teaching people to say things. And I'm like, oh, if you drive me to North Wales, I can be, well, I guess not an interpreter because they speak English, but I can interpret signs and stuff for you. I can read Welsh pretty well at this point, except technical things. Anyway, I think that will be it. I'm gonna have to do my Duolingo and other stuff, but it has been very nice. It's a nice study session and very successful, and it was fun talking to you guys, and diolch yn fawr yn arbennig I Jacob sydd wedi helpu fi yn fawr iawn drwy'r sesiwn hwn, achos roedd yna bynciau diddorol. Roedd ni'n tibio neu tybed amdanyn nhw. Roedd ni'n I'm going to check, is it tibio or tibed? I always confuse the two. Tibed, right? Is it tibed? Yeah, ro'n i'n tibed sut I ddeud rhai o bethau arbennig ond sy'n ddefnyddiol iawn. Felly, diolch yn fawr am y help. If you're visiting Wales and can do Llan, Just say Llandudno, Llangefni. Really? You serious? You would prefer people say that as an L? Do you think is a more preferable? I mean, it makes sense. That it is a valid form of Llandudno in the Welsh language. You would say "Dwi'n mynd I Llandudno." But oh no, it's actually secretly evocative. Actually, you're just calling the town like, "Oh dear Llandudno." It's evocative. It's better than Cleur. Oh no, not Llandudno. I think that when I said it, wrth, I want to say wrth too. When I said it to my friend today for the first time, when I said Llandudno, they heard Llandudno first, and then they heard Llandudno, which is interesting. I think it is most common to hear Llan. Welsh has a vocative, but it's very archaic. It's very just a shower. Veraltet. There was an English word. Oldened? No, we don't say oldened. Just archaic. But in some words you do see it. For example, yeah, you call it dad, because father in Welsh is tad, but when you call dad, you say dad, and that is mute. It just changes a consonant, and then I think, do you say that to God or something else? I don't know who else to say it to. Honestly, it's very fossilized, but Gaelic has the vocative. I'm not sure about Irish, but I know Scottish Gaelic has it, so it was there at some point. It's just it's not really a thing anymore. But you could make it a thing. Llandudno is beautiful. Oh no. Anyway, croeso, tara, nos da. Nos da, diolch yn fawr. I'm gonna move on. Probably take a rest as well, because I'm still absolutely wyczerpany from the. I'm exhausted. I'm done from all the hikes. And hill walking. That's a word that I learned, and that's a British word that I learned yesterday. Hill walking. It's hang san literally, but I've never heard it before. For me, it was always hiking, but apparently British people say hill walking unless it's like a difficult hike. And when Scottish people say it, sounds like hell walking, which is exciting. Yeah, that's it. That's all for today. Thank you for being here. Daga Jotao, Dobranoc, and I'll see you in the next one.